All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today we're going to be breaking down the core ideas from the classic men's style guide, A Man's Guide to Style. We're going to distill it all into a really simple, practical framework. So we're cutting through all the noise to give you a system for dressing better, starting right now. Okay, let's just dive right in. Men's style, why even bother? And, it's a fair question, right? Especially if you think style is all about crazy runway shows or memorizing a million complicated rules. But the source material makes a really strong case that dressing well is so much more than how you look. It's actually a practical tool you can use every single day. So first things first, let's tackle the why. Before we get into the what to wear, we've got to understand the real-world benefits. See, dressing well isn't about being vain. It's about getting yourself a real, tangible edge in your personal and your professional life. The book really breaks it down into 5 key things. A good appearance literally opens doors and gets you the benefit of the doubt in all kinds of situations. It prepares you for that random, unexpected meeting with a future boss or, your future partner. It even helps build discipline and attention to detail that spills over into every other part of your life. And this gets into the psychology of it, which is fascinating. The book calls it the talisman effect. There was a study at Northwestern University where participants scored higher on tests when they were wearing a doctor's lab coat. But here's the kicker. They scored lower when they were told that the exact same coat was just an artist's smock. So when you believe you're dressed for success, you actually perform better. It's wild. Look, the bottom line is this. What you wear sends a message before you even open your mouth. It's not about being judged unfairly. It's about making your own life a little bit easier by starting every single interaction from a better place. Okay, so we've got the why down, but what about the how? How do you actually do this stuff? Well, the source material gives us this really simple system to cut through all the confusion. It's not a list of rules to memorize, it's more like a mental checklist to guide you. And that system is called the Style Pyramid. I want you to think of this as your quality control checklist for your wardrobe. It's a way to evaluate anything you're thinking about buying to make sure it's a smart investment and not just, a waste of money on an impulse buy. It works in 3 levels, from the bottom up. And here's the key. The order is everything. You absolutely have to start at the bottom with fit. If something fails at any of these levels, you just stop. You don't move up the pyramid and you don't buy the item. It really is that simple. Okay, let's really zero in on that foundation because honestly, it's the most important part. As the source says, a good fit can make a $10 thrift store find look amazing, while a bad fit can make a $1,000 suit look like a mess. It's the single biggest thing that determines how good your clothes look on you. And you can just see the difference, right? It's so obvious. On the left, the clothes follow the body's natural shape. But on the right, it's pulling, it's bunching up, it's sagging. What you're looking for is a clean line, with no extra fabric straining or billowing out. That's the hallmark of a good fit. All right, so now that we have a system, let's talk about the what. The goal here isn't just to own a few nice things. It's to build a truly versatile wardrobe where pretty much every piece works together. This is how you get the most bang for your buck and maximum variety. The book wants you to think of it like a math problem, a multiplication problem. A few core items, like your shirts and pants, when you combine them with a few accents, like shoes and belts, can create dozens of unique outfits. It's all about working smarter, not just hoarding more stuff. So let's take 2 super simple, classic pieces that look good on almost everyone. A pair of dark, well-fitted jeans and a plain white dress shirt. Now, on its own, this look is fine, right? It's respectable, but kind of boring. But think of this as our blank canvas. Okay, now watch what happens when we add a couple of key accents. You throw on a slim black belt and a pair of black brogues, and boom, the look is instantly way dressier. You could wear this out to a nice dinner. Same shirt, same jeans, completely different vibe. But okay, what happens if we swap those out for a brown leather belt with a cool buckle and some Western boots? All of a sudden, you've got a totally different look, what the book calls the urban cowboy style. And this is just a perfect illustration of the whole idea. Change it up again with some sleek Chelsea boots and a scarf, and now you have this contemporary urban look. We just created 3 totally distinct outfits, and we never once changed the shirt or the jeans. That's the power of an interchangeable wardrobe. So that all sounds great, but where do you even start? It can feel like a lot. So you don't get overwhelmed, the source gives us a really clear mission. Just start with these 5 foundational pieces. This will be the core of your new wardrobe. Number 1, a really good pair of dark jeans. You're looking for a simple, close fit in a dark color, no rips, no crazy fading. These are going to be your go-to for pretty much everything, easy to dress up or dress down. Next up, number 2, a crisp, plain white dress shirt. I mean, this is the gold standard. It works with a suit, it works with jeans, it works with everything. But remember rule number 1 of the pyramid, right? The fit has to be spot on. Number 3, a solid pair of dark leather shoes. This is maybe the fastest way to make any outfit look better, and this is where you don't want to cheap out. Get a quality pair, take care of them, and they'll make you look better for years and years to come. All right, number 4 is the navy blazer. Think of this as your secret weapon for any time you want to look nice, but you're not exactly sure how formal you need to be. It's that perfect middle ground that just always works. And last but not least, number 5, gray wool trousers. Think of these as your go-to when jeans just aren't sharp enough. They're just as versatile, but they give you a level of polish that denim just can't touch. So we've covered the why, the how, and the what. You've got the framework with the style pyramid, and you've got a starting mission with those 5 core pieces. At the end of the day, your clothes are telling a story about you. And now you have the tools to decide exactly what story you want to tell. This is The Explainer.